Everyone is talking about how AI is shaping the job market, but here's what they're not saying out loud. AI is quietly crushing your staff. Most companies think that giving access to AI is the right move, but without a clear adoption plan, without a focus on people-first skills like collaboration and strategic thinking, AI becomes stress-inducing threats, not productivity boosters. I'm going to walk through the top reasons why the wrong approach with AI is going to drain morale, is going to kill collaboration, and is going to make adoption even harder. And more importantly, how to turn these things around when you find yourself going down the wrong direction. Stick around to the end because I'm going to share this silent threat that will stop AI adoption in its tracks no matter what you do. I'm JB, a learning and development professional who has helped thousands of people gain crucial skills, and I'm here to inspire your next move with AI. The first reason I want to share that has AI crushing staff morale is a lack of structure around training leadership and upscaling staff across your organization. When employees don't have clear guidelines on how to incorporate AI tools into their workflow, it becomes really difficult to use them in any job function. And this may even lead to irresponsible use of those tools. That type of uncertainty kills morale and even leads to mediocre results from staff. Instead of leaving it all a chance, develop a clear strategy for AI across your organization. Define why this matters for your staff or your industry. Your governing strategy needs to be relevant and specific to managers and leaders and your industry. Two things that can really give you that specificity. The first thing is to develop an AI advisory board. This is a group of people who are willing to move forward with the insights and the oversight for AI strategies across your company. They are the first line of defense to look at the pros and the cons specifically for your industry and help create the guidelines and strategies of the future. The second piece that is crucial for an AI adoption strategy is learning and development. You need a plan for all employees. Just like you have different tiers of workers, you need a L&D plan that is going to be relevant and specific for those different tiers, for executives, for managers, for end workers. Finally, keep in mind that your plan and strategy can and should change over time. This is good news because it means that you don't have to get it perfect. The way to future-proof it is by being nimble and responsive to the changes that are inevitably coming. If this makes sense, like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you can continue to get updates and be ready for your next moves with AI. The second reason AI is crushing workers is because all of the buzz, all of the hype gives this illusion of empowerment. There's this idea kicking around that the more people who have access to tools will make all of the difficult and challenging tasks a non-issue. This is a little bit nuts because simply having access to tools doesn't mean that there will be effective use. Just like having access to a guitar won't mean that you will be a good musician. When you want to get good, you'll need a strategy and you'll need a lot of practice. AI is no different. The good news is these AI tools are becoming easier to use every single day, and the technology is increasing by leaps and bounds. You'll be amazed by what you can do. Have you seen the tool that lets the dad become a dragon? Teams and workers may be drowning in AI tools, or worse, they may be cut off because of risks associated with the organization. So the way to go from this illusion of empowerment to actual empowerment is to double down on people-first skills. These are the talents and abilities that AI cannot replicate. Yes, they have the advantage of being able to process and do things far faster than people. But now is the time to emphasize those skills that AI cannot do. AI is a tool for you and your staff to do what people are best at doing. People skills emphasize human-centered skills. For example, the core human skills you want to develop are emotional intelligence, being able to read people, manage stress, and lead through change. Creative problem solving, being able to use AI to think through challenges and issues. AI is a co-creator, not a crutch. Critical thinking, being able to actually challenge outputs by AI and think in different ways. Leadership and influence, inspiring teams to adopt and explore AI with purpose, empathy, and communication, translating AI insights into human action and buy-in, being curious as AI develops, and learning week by week, day by day. And finally, collaboration, being able to work with different people in different teams in different companies and form teams that solve problems. Bottom line, in order to have people thrive in an AI job market, you need to be able to build AI literacy and human capability side by side. AI is not creating art, movies, and film. People are directing AI to do these things. But we do need to shift this mindset that AI tools or AI in general is taking over and taking people's jobs. Actually, it is people who are using AI to eliminate jobs, layoffs. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. How do we prompt engineer to make people first and people happier? It's not easy, but that is why an incredible tool like AI should be tasked with this purpose instead of using AI for layoffs. So the next reason that AI tools are crushing knowledge workers is because poor ethics set people up for failure. AI adoption isn't just about technology, it is an ethical minefield. It is risky for privacy concerns, for security, copyright issues, the list goes on. As a result, employees may use it carelessly by copying and pasting outputs into client work without vetting. This undermines trust and performance across the board. Employees may not know how much AI-generated content is okay for client-facing work or for any purpose. AI tools are only as good as the data set that they're trained on, which can lead to issues with discrimination based on age, sex, or gender. And staff using these tools without an ethical backdrop can end up perpetuating all of these harms. The solution is to get ahead of these ethical concerns, even if you're not deploying AI tools across your workforce. Here are some ethical solutions to focus on. Treat AI ethics as a skill set rather than a policy. Think about how ethical decision-making should be part of onboarding and ongoing development. Give teams real-world scenarios and coaching on how to handle gray areas, how to speak up when something feels off, how to align AI usage with company values and strategy. Focus on transparency so staff know when it is appropriate to disclose how AI is being used. Focus on accountability. Teams must know who is responsible for AI-assisted decisions and outputs. Focus on fairness and inclusion. Actively audit and mitigate bias in AI tools and datasets. Focus on data privacy and protection. Train employees to never expose sensitive client data or proprietary information, especially in public AI systems. Focus on informed consent. Understand when and how AI-generated decisions are going to impact your users and your customers. Make sure people know when human oversight is non-negotiable. Now keep in mind, you can do all of this before AI tools even roll out across your organization. It's going to make everyone safer, more informed, and more effective. You do not have to be experts in these areas. This is where you can work with consultants and trainers. The biggest challenge to upskilling AI across your workforce is fear. People literally freeze, not just their bodies, but also their minds. This is what Dune means when they say fear's the mind killer. It is not a good experience for knowledge workers who are using their thoughts and mind to get things done. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. Yes, there is a real danger in being replaced in this AI job market that's coming, but it is a false idea that workers are inadequate. It is false that people are wrong and AI is right. It is false that AI is gonna become self-aware and become the Terminator.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yet, a culture of fear is real. So you need to be able to recognize the signs so you can begin to address it when it happens. In meetings, in conversations, when AI is brought up and a conversation turns destructive instead of constructive. This is fear. Statements like, AI is gonna become self-aware and destroy us all. Fear. AI servers are using too much water, too much electricity. Fear. Fearful minds around AI tools is killing collaboration, and it is making people avoid getting the skills for an AI job market. As a manager or leader of people, you have to be ready to challenge fear with courage to find solutions rather than highlighting all the problems. Here's how. Be courageous. Be upfront so staff can be aware and begin to prepare. Some jobs will go away, especially the repetitive jobs that are dangerous or dull or dirty or difficult. Be courageous with your voice and influence people to be constructive. Start using that problem-solving methodology we all know well. It is not about shutting people's fear down. It is not about diminishing their fear. In fact, you're facing them head on with motivation, with aspiration and human perspective. Fear has a place to be used as a building block for what matters and what actions to take next. Share and develop your staff's awareness about how to use AI tools to solve the very issues that they fear. Be in action, developing the skills that will match the new jobs and the new ways of working that an AI job market is definitely bringing. Don't sugarcoat how AI tools are going to change the job market, because they are. Because you got to focus on what that looks like for you and your staff. It is about the people who will use them to build and create solutions. Action always builds the confidence and experience to be actively courageous. So what's it going to be? What's your next move with AI? Let us know in the comments.